balance. We got 2 base roster representatives of those playstyles.
That is beautiful to see. Have we seen any DLC characters so far? Violet, I guess. She's the only one.
I'm seeing the 4 Mage shout out. Shout out to Mage.
Shout out to Mage from South Carolina, who I don't think has played the game for a very long time.
No, I don't think so, though. I've run into them with a couple of locals, I think, playing some other games.
He's playing Rivals.
Oh, yeah.
If I remember correctly. Down B is the tag in 55% immediately. Beastly. Big shoes to fill with Tweak retiring for the best Diddy in the world. I think Beastly has a claim for it now. With Tweak not in the cards anymore.
Did Tweak like permanently retire?
I think he mentioned it.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
It's up in the air. I want to know who else is up there. Probably Aaron, but I don't know how active he is anymore. Rivers.
That much. Rivers has been.
Is there a Japanese Diddy that I don't know about?
There is always a Japanese player that you don't know about for every
Ryo?
character.
That's who it is. Ryo.
Gotcha. But
Shout
yeah,
out to
this
Ryo.
character, very, very good. A character who has always been just on the brink of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a character with real sauce as well.
I agree. I love Diddy combos. One of my favorites. I used to main this character. Falco also with some sauce.
Yeah, nice catch.
But wow, great
from
F-tilt.
Beastly.
Gonna take it pretty early, honestly, for a Diddy F-tilt. Rage is something. Oh, wow. I don't know how he got away with that.
I don't know how he got through, yeah.
Oh, choosing to go under. That was scary.
I think sometimes Diddy players just do that as a flex. I can't lie. They're just
agree.
like, you know what? I can go into the stage, so I'm going to, even if it's not the right option.
You must demonstrate that you can do it so that
you've
they
practiced
will
it.
have to respect it.
It's
and you'll get
aura.
outplayed
It's
more.
aura farming, you know?
Very true. Aura is like an actual thing.
It puts
in
pressure
fighting
on your
games.
opponent to know that you're able to do that. It's like, what else can he do, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, strike fear.
Yeah, back air from Queso leads to a stock, but still a lot of ground to make up and late forward air. Beastly just controlling the stage so well.
One move people don't talk about enough is Falco forward air.
That move is demonic.
That move butters your bread.
It does.
That's an insane move. Okay, down tilt, going to catch the conversion into the up smash, and an excellent start here for Beastly. I was gonna say he has banana, but chucks it away, and now it was Falco who had it for a little while.
Ooh!
Uppy out of shield.
I love Diddy Kong up B when it has combos and stuff. It's so much fun.
It does so much damage.
It
It's
does.
like 40% if you get all the
It's
hits.
like a lot, and it's hard to hit too. When it lands, it really lands.
Okay, ooh, tries to get the second one. Probably gonna run off down air after that if it did connect. But now we have a chance.
Ooh,
okay.
nice recovery
Yeah,
from
great
Queso.
angle there.
That's
But
enough.
yeah, that's going to be how he's going to secure most of these stocks is that down tilt into the up smash. Diddy Kong down tilt, a really safe move. You just poke at their shield, and if it hits, you react, and if it doesn't, back off, do something else.
Yeah, really good stuff from Beastly. Clean, calm game. There was a flash of brilliance from Queso, but it wasn't. I don't ever feel like he had any control at all.
No.
He was even at times when Falco's supposed to be really exceptional, like low percentage combos, didn't feel like Queso was able to convert.
Yep.
And part of that is probably just Beastly having perfect DI, having like the right situational awareness, what to do in disadvantaged states.
Yeah, both of these characters who can run over you if you don't know the matchup. And both of them seem to at least mostly know it, but I would say Beastly definitely on the favorite
Beastly
side.
has the upper hand so far, and momentum like that is hard to turn around, I think. So Queso's going to have to dig deep if he wants to have any chance in this set.
Great combo here, going for the extension as well, 38%. But Falco going to answer right back with a drag down combo here, and look at that damage.
That's nice. That's what we were missing from Queso in the first game. It only leads to about 73%, but it is a lead nonetheless. And it's more than we saw in the first game. The first game, it was just dominant from Beastly. Ooh, forward smash attempt, not quite close enough.
One thing we haven't been seeing much out of Beastly is not a lot of Diddy Kong side B.
Yeah.
Well, okay, there it is. I willed it into existence. Which I do find like that is one of the most annoying things you have to establish. Is like when you're going to do it in an excellent down tilt into the back air. I don't think Fair would have quite killed, so that little extra bit of tech skill coming in clutch.
Yeah, holding banana and then clicking monkey flip is just such a good option in neutral for Diddy Kong. And this is a nice conversion, 35%. Doesn't look like a lot, but it looked cool. Ooh, double down tilt. Forces the double jump as well. Down air doesn't land though. Not going to be enough.
Honestly, just some amazing play here from Beastly. doing a great job of just never letting Queso catch his breath. There's no moment of silence, no moment where he can figure out a game plan. He is always playing defense here. And anytime he does have a second, guess what? I got banana now.
Yeah, a ton of pressure coming out from Beastly over the course of this game, over the course of this set.
Great up
Just
smash.
like that, up smash on a shield isn't enough to take a stock, but it's basically there for Beastly. Catch on the banana will turn into a back air. And a turnaround from Queso. But just like that, we're still at a strong lead for Beastly.
Banana just barely not connecting. Forward airs. Really nice anti-air, using it super well to just hold the center stage. And wow, up the out of shield, actually killing at that percent just with the startup hitbox. And that's a real knowledge of when that move's worth it. Because it doesn't do a lot of percent, but you can theoretically kill with it.
Theoretically.
Yeah, well, it wasn't theoretical there, I guess, but usually it feels theoretical.
2-stock lead here for Beastly. Forward throw.
Uh-oh,
Ooh, almost
the
caught.
barrels. But
That
nice.
doesn't put
Use
you in
the
a
barrels
special fall.
Yeah, it's true. One thing about the barrels, though, is you do take
control.
double knockback when you're in the barrels, so it can be really, really scary being off stage.
No back air, no conversion, down tilt. Not quite going to be enough. Forward air is going to be enough. And we're closer than we were in game 1. Queso just needs a couple of conversions. But he won't even get the chance to take the first step.
Taking the dog for a walk, taking the bird for a walk, all the way across the stage. And chasing
Yeah,
those
Beastly's one of those
attacks.
guys with the parakeet on his shoulder.
Yes.
He's got like the leather armband for the Falcon.
Yeah, and showing him what potassium tastes like, and then leading it into an F smash there on the ledge. That's gonna kill easily at 90. Falco
Calm.
not a heavy character.
Calmness for Beastly. Not phased at all by it going to last stock. He feels, it seems like, from the cameras, it also just feels like he's in control the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely not phased. Queso needs to figure something big out here because the absolute dominance of Beastly has been on display.
Yeah, I
Being
don't think
said,
it's
a good
matchup
start.
inexperience either. I know Queso has some of it from New England. There's definitely at least 1 or 2 Diddy players whose names I'm forgetting. I'm sorry to New England.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, Tweak was somewhere around there, right?
He didn't come to any of our locals.
Oh, yeah, but
came
he
to New
inspired
Jersey
a lot of
locals, though.
players.
He did. That's a goat. He was not coming to Boston locals, though. I wish.
Wow, back air not quite going to do it, but you have to survive this somehow. And that doesn't look likely as Beastly with
Calmness,
a
once again. Just collected play
Yeah.
from Beastly.
just
You
an
have to have it
excellent
in those
game plan,
situations.
and pure precision going to win out in the end. 88% though, not at all undoable as a up tilt to back air. The Falco Classic is going to steal
Earliest
it
stock
away.
we've seen taken so far. For the least amount of extra credit, I mean, for Beastly we've seen so far. But as soon as I say that, wow, extension on the F tilt. I love that downward tilted F tilt. The arms really stretch out like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Goes
a
really
great,
far below the ledge.
Hilarious looking move.
Back air.
Okay, buys himself some time to get banana, but choosing to keep putting pressure on instead. I always think that's the mark of a good Diddy.
Shield.
Unfortunate timing. I always think that's the mark of a good Diddy, is knowing when to just say, hey, I don't need banana. And just leave it on the stage and just go put the pressure on, seal out the stocks on your own. You know, not
Just let
relying
it hold
on it
the
as a
space for
crutch.
you.
Yeah, is a very big deal when it comes to leveling up beyond just being a pretty good player. And now we're in a bad spot.
Beastly choosing not to go for it.
Oh,
it would have been
back there.
zealous. It would have been zealous.
That very, very close to killing and evening this back out.
Yeah, Queso not quite able to convert just yet, and Beastly really nice spacing to make back onto the stage. It's not enough to get him back into center yet, but this will lead to a grab, and that'll be a fair. No stock just yet. Up smash out of shield.
Yeah, it's tried and
Will
true.
be it.
Sometimes you, that's all it takes is just knowing when you can punish something, and that's what happens here for Queso. And this is going to lead into a lot of damage, 45 to 88. And it is racking. We're seeing the closest game of the set so far, but this could be bad.
Oh, up throw, up air, not enough to get up there.
I thought for a
Diddy
second
Hawk.
he had banana and we were going to see a much bigger punish, but he did not.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that'll do it.
Clean.
Excellently timed. Goes for that many, many times over the course of the sets, and then finally lands it home when it matters to close things out.
Yeah, absolutely clean way to close it out. There was no question whatsoever that I think Beasley was taking that set. Queso did his damnedest towards the end, but you know what? It wasn't enough, and that's going to be a 3-0 for Beasley. The last game kept it a little closer for Queso, but
Definitely signs of life there.
No,
Maybe in a best
nice.
of 10 he would have started to claw some things back, but
yeah, the more reps he gets, the better he does. But
yeah. And he looked like he was asking for advice after. You know, you love to see a player who loses and instead of getting mad,
who wants to learn? You know,
they think,